Art Talk with Susana Baker, which we're so grateful to the Money Man. We are here live to bring all the news from the red carpet, from the canvas, to all the events that are happening in Miami and in South Florida. And in today, we have the beautiful volcano Sicilian Claudia La Bianca. Good morning, Claudia.
Good morning. I'm so happy to be here today.
We are so happy to have you. Let me tell you, if you don't know who Claudia La Bianca is, which you can look her up on Instagram at Claudia La Bianca, but I have to tell you, you have definitely seen her monumental murals. They are all over Wynwood. Every corner you turn, you will bump into one of these 2C large, fabulous, up to 30 feet by 50 feet, females riding a bike, sitting down, legs up, in a bikini, and they're your superheroes.
Yes.
And I gotta tell you, people will gaze, stop their car,
yes,
and it'll provoke emotions from anger to
Yes.
wow to
Yes.
beautiful. And I want to talk about you, Claudia. I want to give you a short little bio introduction to those who don't know you. This is an educated, beautiful, just like the name is. The person in front of me is just as beautiful as her name, Claudia La Bianca. She's from Italy, Sicily, which is a very hot place in Italy, in temperament, food, as well as the whole
temperament. I love that. Yes.
And so you are very vocal, and your hands are your mouth, and what comes through those spray paint cans and brushes and pencils of your drawing.
Yes.
And you got a lot of the technique in drawing when you joined the Institute of Fashion and Design in
In
Italy.
Italy, yes, I studied fashion in Italy.
You studied fashion in Italy, and then thank God something went off, and you decided that you're going to go to USA.
Yes.
And you chose Miami. Thank
Yes.
God for Miami.
It was 1997 when I arrived to Miami.
1997,
Yes.
you decide, I want to broaden my horizons.
Yes.
I want to go to the land of, America, right?
Yes.
And it's supposed to be
Land
the
of the
land
free.
of free, right?
Land of the free.
Land of the free. And so you end up here, and you end up in Miami, and then you decide, as you're here in Miami, living on South Beach, enjoying, you go to New York to continue studying, because you have this animation as you're doing your art and murals. You also have this feeling of movement, and you go into New York Institute of Film.
Yes. So I took my art from 2D to, I felt that my pictures, my work needed to tell a bigger story. And so I was like, okay, picture, motion picture. And I'm like, okay, well, let's try film. Because I'm always up to try new medium and new stuff. So in 2004, that's when I went to study film at the New York Film Academy. And that was great.
It was awesome,
Yes.
because also, as you always raise the bar. And so you
Thank you.
decided to join a film competition,
Yes.
which Steven Spielberg and Mark Burnett, which are a
Produced.
big name, produced. Mark Burnett is known
Yes.
for his reality, and Steven Spielberg, we all know who he is. And you received a phone call, you thought it was a joke.
Yes, it was a joke, because it was the competition. In the competition, there were 12,000 people that have submitted films, and I submitted my little short film that I did in no time. And then I received a phone call saying, "Are you ready to go to LA?" And I'm like, "Is there somebody mocking me?" And they're like, "You're gonna jump on a plane." And within 24 hours from the call, I was in the back lots of Universal. And we met, we went inside of DreamWorks, like inside the studios of DreamWorks.
How exciting.
Yes, and
Gary Marshall, you said?
yeah,
was
the
your
jury. The jury was Gary Marshall, Brett Ratner, and Princess Leila, Carrie Fisher.
Oh, God bless her.
Yeah, God bless her. Yes, and it was incredible. We were doing task, and so from the semifinalists, which were 50, we became 18. and that was just it was just a dream come
Imagine
true.
you're in your 20s, you come from
I
Sicily,
came from nothing.
and from Sicily
nothing.
you end up in front of the 3 biggest Hollywood.
Yes, and I was under contract
models.
with DreamWorks for a year
Oh,
after
wow,
that. Yes,
that's awesome.
yeah. I mean,
Well,
it was,
I gotta tell you, so you do your filming, you
Mhm.
actually participate in quite a few feature films, one known Journey of the Dragon of the Fly.
Yes.
Now let's go forward. Let's go to today.
oh my God.
I understand, and let me tell you, I do an event called Women of Wynwood, where
Mhm.
we have a roster of very wonderful muralists in this roster, and you were one for this year, and we hope to continue more monumental works and showings. And we did a gallery setting. We basically brought
It
the
was beautiful.
murals of Wynwood onto
Mhm.
the canvases, and we empowered these fabulous artists from Wynwood. And so from Aquarela, Monique Lanzoy, we had Claudia La Bianca, we had, oh my God,
Macuria.
T-Pop, Macuria, and so we also had 2 conscientious males,
Yes.
Luis Valle
Love
and
Louis.
Armando Coles.
Mhm.
And so we had a great team, and we raised a lot of money for legal services in Greater Miami. But I remember that when I wanted you on, but I was a little nervous because looking at your murals in Wynwood, which I've been seeing for many, many years. I've been in the design district living since 1994, and I started the first art tour in Wynwood in 2009. And so with the Wynwood Art Walk, who cannot see a Claudia La Bianca? They're fabulous,
They're
good looking.
everywhere.
They're everywhere. They're sexy. They're feminist. They're in skimpy clothing. And sometimes I would get nervous, especially for this
A lot of people do.
conservative
Yeah.
event, which was for 400 attorneys and judges.
Oh yeah.
And I
Mhm.
remember speaking and saying, I love your work, but what does it mean? And so once you explain and peeled back the layers,
Right.
I went from this, oh my God, not every girl looks like that. Oh my God, is she just being exploiting sex, exploiting women images?
I get that a lot.
Uh-huh.
I get that a
And
lot.
once you
Yeah.
peel back those layers and explain what it meant,
Yeah.
can you please tell me
Yes.
what these heroines mean from the little, when they
Gladly.
first came to your mind as a little girl?
I'm so happy that you're asking this question because I've been called all kinds of names because I'm sexist and I'm exploiting sex and how dare I could do something like that. I'm like, well, but do you really know where all this come from? So let's go back from when I was a teenager or preteen. You know, I was always overweight. I was chubby. I won't say overweight, but what happens is that in my town, you know, coming from a little town, the boys will make fun of me of my weight and made me feel really uncomfortable and really, you know, it was just a very hard time. And what happens is I will go back home and I will draw all these, you know, superhero and these, you know, super sexy characters and this heroine that actually saved me. So my art and my characters actually saved me from being bullied when I was little. And that's where I found my strength. And that's most likely what I like to say, I became them. Because, you know, beauty doesn't have to be, you know, my girls, yes, are very sexy, but there are all kinds of sizes. You know, I'm not ashamed of you know, painting like you know, voluptuous woman of any color. You know, of any color. That's the other thing. I'm a citizen of the world.
So let's so now you start saving yourself in the sense that instead of falling into a dark place,
Right.
you actually use your pen and paper
Yes.
to make all the fun that all the bullying you just
Experience, yeah.
experience through the day, you actually go and you get into this quiet place and start drawing.
Yes.
And as you continue to do that, you get better and better.
They were my superheroes.
They were your
These women were my
superheroes.
superheroes.
And then you get to become even better as you go into the Italian Academy of Fashion and Design,
Yes.
where it's all about drawing. And so now you start getting these explosion of colors, and you're very animated, a colorful personality, and you have a lot of great opinions, and you're very strong voiced. And so now you use these walls in Wynwood, which is great because even as the Wynwood,
It's a great canvas.
yeah, it's a great
Oh
canvas,
my god.
and
They're
also
big canvases.
and they're big canvases. And now you do something that is on 24th Street in North Miami
Oof,
Avenue in
yes.
Miami, and people stop, they break, and you're getting a lot of hate, a lot of love, a lot of in between,
Yes.
just like what's happening in this tumultuous, political environment.
Yes.
Anything that I post, anything, and I'm not political, and you said you're
I'm not
political,
either.
but you decided to do something that it's not about a color, it's not about race, it's about united love.
Yes.
It is about one race called the Americans right now here,
Yes.
America. And so you do
Yes.
a mural that's monumental.
Yes.
It's about the two first lady.
Yes.
Now tell us why you're getting, what's going on. Tell us first visually that mural.
Oh my God! So the mural depicts the two first ladies. It's Michelle Obama and Melania Trump embracing in a hug. Why I wanted to, obviously I always depict women. So who to, in a moment like this, like right now that we're living, where United States is split in half, right? I mean, we are, just completely split in half. I wanted to be provocative and to use the two most, strong female figures right now from both parties to be embraced. And really the message is unite in love. And this mural is is creating a lot of controversial controversy. I'm getting a lot of hate on social media because of it. But I wonder if these people are actually reading my caption, because it explains.
What's the caption say?
I don't know. We will need to look over.
Well, let me tell you something. Well, I know it says
Unite in love. That's what it
Unite
says.
in love. It's on a beautiful flag.
Yes.
And it says United in Love where the stars are, and the stripes are a light pink, right?
Light pink. Yes.
Yes, and you have Melania Trump with this beautiful hairdo, like she's always perfect with her hair. But then you have a tattoo on her.
Yes.
And the tattoos are something more for
They
to
both-
provoke dialogue and narrative.
Exactly. So
Exactly.
they both have tattoos. On Michelle, I put the symbol of feminism.
Feminist power, which is
feminist power, right?
the-
Female empowerment.
which is
And then on Melania, and I also put on her, because I did show her breast.
but
There's
only the side.
only
version.
the side.
Very
It's
little.
not really showing too much, just a little bit. And I put one of the, the symbol of the cancer
Right.
association.
Uh-huh.
And then on Melania, I wanted to pick the most human elements of her. I put a tattoo of a mom because she's a mom,
mother,
right?
yes.
She gave birth to her son, and then above the tattoo that says mom, there's she's Slovenian, so in her mother language I wrote immigrant. And a lot of people don't understand it. It kind of looks like a weird name or something.
Yeah.
But it's actually saying immigrant. So if
Immigrant.
you go and do the research, So through the tattoo, I wanted to tell more, and more messages.
And I love it. And I also stopped and was wondering what the heck is she doing with the two first ladies?
Yeah.
Make it, but you know what?
Yes.
It's all the genesis of our lives. We're in the Garden of Eve.
Yes.
And America is the Garden of Eve. It's supposed to be beautiful. It's supposed to be perfect. It gives us all these opportunities, expression of freedom, religion,
Expression of freedom. Yes.
education.
That's it.
And so depicting two naked women, and not any of their body parts is shown, but just embracing
Yes.
each other, is almost the same thing like make,
Yeah,
you know,
well,
like,
so this concept of taking politician or political figure, it was done already in the wall of Berlin. When Berlin had a wall, there was a fraternal kiss
Yes.
shared by two socialists, I believe.
yes.
And then the idea was repeated in 2016
It
by
was-
another two
Yeah,
graffiti
it was a
artists.
celebration of German Democratic Party.
That was 30 years.
And
Yes.
that was the fraternal kiss, which was actually a photograph
Right. it
of
was
Leonard, kissing the opposite party, and that photograph went viral, and then was one of the most important murals in the Berlin Wall.
Yes.
And just recently in 2016,
Yes.
also Donald Trump kissing Putin was done
Right.
by a very famous muralist. And so your mural is somewhat the same, but those,
Yeah, kind of.
but I gotta tell you, yours I think is more powerful. And I gotta tell you why, because you're really putting two women, and those two women are our first ladies. And one happens to be white and
Yes.
immigrant. The other one is also immigrant because this is American native soil, right, of the Indians. But yet everyone here in America is immigrant. But you have Trump. Melania Trump, and then you have Michelle Obama, who's
Right.
African American, born here,
Right.
and they're embracing each other, and they're not white women, they're not black women,
They're
they're
women, they're
united,
sisters.
they're sisters,
You know, and
mothers, sisters, no race, no religion, as in the Garden of Eve,
Yes.
something of peace, something of
Yes.
love, and you're receiving so much hate for this.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so with that being said, we want people to really realize Claudia LaBianca. Not only are you super talented,
Thank
super
you.
educated,
Thank you.
intelligent, poised, but you do have a bombshell of a way of punching through your murals.
And I'm not stopping.
And you're not stopping.
I'm gonna take this further. So more hate you give me, more further, because it's obviously like making people think. You know, and a lot of people are saying that when they see this mural, they're like, finally something that brings it together. And then on the opposite side, they're like, oh my God, how dare you can do that. How dare you can put these two people together. I'm like, well, you know, that's what art is. Art is to provoke us. Art is to make you think. And a lot of people right now are like thinking, you know, and that's very important. I feel accomplished knowing that I did something that is making people think.
So I want to tell, how can people find your work and see you? How can they find
Well,
you?
the best way, I'm very active on Instagram. So my Instagram is at Claudia LaBianca, which is a CLAUDIA that's where I post all of my, you know, my current work. I also have a website.
And if you forget Claudia
claudialabianca.com.
LaBianca, just put woman feminist murals in Wynwood, and I'm sure you'll get a lot of things in Google.
Yes.
And anyone wanting to see this and doing an art tour, you know, really the radio show I love because it brings all these fabulous people I meet and know and write about as a journalist for Venue Magazine as well as for Mr. Wynwood. But one of the great things that I do is bring visitors, locals, and international guests that come to Miami to see the side of art and culture. From the streets to the fine museums, you can always find us at the Art Experiences, and also call us 305-767-5000 to see this fabulous mural of Claudia LaBianca on 24th Street and North Miami Avenue. And always come and tune in to us at 880 The Biz, The Money Man, brought to you weekly from 10 to 11 with Daniel Frischberg. And a big shout out to Alicia Frischberg, our producer. 880 The Biz, Wall Street Business Network. Every single Friday. I'll see my guests next Friday. We will be here at 1080 The Biz, 880 a.m. Take care, and thank you, Claudia LaBianca.